Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second appearance, all being well, of Christopher and his exciting episode of what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So, blessings and salutations, and I'm hoping to get Christopher in the chat so we can actually physically now go live at Christopher's house, and he's having problems inputting his YouTube account into his new computer. So all being well, I've got access to his I've got access to it, but he can't seem to get access to himself, if you understand that. So what I'm going to try and do now is log on and get Christopher to share, but not actually physically share his password or anything like that. So the warning is, if you see a password on the screen, please make sure you don't write it down and log on as Christopher. So I am now waiting for a notification from Uncle Christopher, because I've sent him the link to his Facebook account, and he's the only one who can see it. So I've just been watching Nick and Dee Niven, and they were having a great understanding and a great rant. So I'm hoping to get Christopher online any second now. I'm waiting for a notification that he's seen the link. So then I can actually nip to the shop and he can actually live stream on my channel, and hopefully he can show you what he's achieved. So I'm actually now looking at finding some music. I want it so you can hear it in the background. So I'm going to get my black mirror, and I'm going to find out the bottom one works, just not the top. That sounds like vibration. Give me a minute. Just log in onto my account, live on YouTube, Twix, and I should get a notification that I'm live. So I need to find out if I'm actually physically hearing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second appearance of Being Well of Christopher and his exciting episode of what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So blessings and salutations. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm desperately needing some food up from the shop, and I need to know if Christopher is actually going to chat in the chat. So the notification is the bottom one works, just not the top one. So I'm going to write English. Are you able to log on and live stream with me. I think he's actually typed in the wrong account, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's actually physically clicked on the wrong account, ladies and gentlemen. So basically, he's logged on to the MSMN account, but not the Gmail account. Silly man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to don't know if I'm actually going to log off. Christopher's talking to me now. Christopher is talking to me. Right. What I'm going to do is I might actually end this little live stream because I'm waiting for a notification from Christopher sent 7 minutes ago. So I don't know if he can actually log on automatically when I skip to the shop. I don't know what to buy. What should I take? Should I take my phone? Should I take my phone? Can I leave you with this guy behind me? I don't know if I can actually physically give you something to watch. Am I able to share my screen without getting penalised? I don't know if I'm able to share my screen without getting penalised. So what I'm going to do is Doug Houston went live this morning, and I was hoping to join his stream. So I don't know if I'm able to read it.
Yes, we are live. Hello, is anybody there? How's everyone? I hope everyone's had a great week. We're back. It's Saturday again. It must be Saturday. If I'm here streaming, it's got to be Saturday. So I hope everyone's had a great past week. Today we're gonna recap the usual YouTube news features that have come out. We're also gonna just answer your YouTube questions. So if you have a question anytime during the show, just drop it in the chat. Put a Q in front of it so I know it's a question. I have a bad enough habit of just highlighting random conversations in the chat. So if it's a question for me, make sure you drop a Q in front of that. That'd be awesome. So I hope, let me know how your week is. I believe it's just gone past winter solstice or summer solstice, depending what part of the world you're in. Northern Hemisphere, you've had the longest day. Down here, in this part of the world, I think Friday, if it was yesterday, we had the shortest day of the year, which was less than 10.5 hours of sunlight, which isn't too bad because we are sort of in the sort of subtropical part of the world. But if you're further south towards the South Pole, you had even less light in that 24-hour period. So that means we're in the middle of the thing, and we're about to come out the other end. Now, summer in the Northern Hemisphere lingers a little bit longer. Winter down here lingers a little bit longer as we circle around the sun and everything happens. Sounds like I'm a science channel now. Okay. All right, let's dive into the chat, see who's here. Oh, I've waffled enough already. I don't have too much from before the stream because I didn't have my my chat thing activated. But I do have the earliest mention I have is about quarter past the hour, give or take. We had Kevin Hawthorne in the house, as always. Hey, let's bring up the graphic for the show. That's always good. Graphic for the show. Even I was in here doing some testing. Check 1, 2. Chantel Hills is in the house. Welcome. We also have Creator Classroom. All the mods are filing in there, of course. Learn Spanish World is here. Welcome. Frank over 50 is here as well. On time, yeah, indeed. I can see and hear you. That's always good to know. That's always good to know. Creator Classroom is here. I have Test and Compare on both channels. I'm running tests on the other one as well. I need to publish a video. Don't we always need to publish a video? Now, this week I dropped a video about. Now, I've been working on a video for Test and Compare since last week. I still haven't got it done. I'm still in the edit. Haven't had a lot of time to edit, but I bumped it in the middle of the week because of the announcement. An interesting announcement of a feature in a blog post of all places for an experiment, which is really bizarre because they don't generally drop blog post announcements for just something they're experimenting on, which tells me it's a pretty serious experiment if they're doing it. And that's it's a feature that they didn't really even give a name. And I don't know if it's because it's an experiment, but that is what we're sort of terming as, I was going to say Test and Compare, but we're not talking about that. It's like a community note thing, a bit like on Twitter, on X, whatever you call it these days. So, but YouTube aren't calling it community notes, but it's sort of the most analogous thing we can sort of compare it to. There's probably going to be a lot of big differences to the way Twitter does it, I'm sure. As we know, Elon likes to do things the weird way. That's right. I've got a timer on this that runs out. I'm wondering why the graphic is the chat message isn't still up on the screen. But yeah, so we're going to talk about that one for a little bit. I did a video on it, so that's the detail. But if there's anybody wants to do any follow-up questions on that, or we're gonna touch on it, talk about it a little bit today. Maybe recap some of the Creator Insider announcements for the week. Most of them are actually launches. There was one experiment and then a bunch of launches, which is pretty cool. Dr. Doug, the weather specialist. There's a name for a channel. YouTube experimentation, always hit and miss. yeah. Sometimes something that it takes off, they get it implemented quickly and roll it out as a full-blown feature. Sometimes experiments linger. For example, the one that lingers the most, the one that comes to mind the most, is an experiment that's still lingering even today. Is the community guidelines, or the chat guidelines, or the comment guidelines that people can put on their channels. I don't know if everybody has it yet. The last time I looked, it was actually still listed as a experiment. Now, I've had it for a very long time, and so if it's like your first time into my chat, it would pop up before you go to chat, or as you're coming into the chat, for example. So it's something that I think is good. But I don't know why it hasn't rolled out to like everybody really. But it's been marked as an experiment for such a long time. I'm just gonna see if I can pull it up and have a look. It's in the settings. It's under community channel guidelines. Yeah, it's still listed as an experiment. Let's have a look. You can see over here where my cursor is circling, it says experiment still in the corner. So we're in settings, community, and channel guidelines. And it's still listed as an experiment where you can set a welcome message and 3 guidelines for your channel for people who are commenting. And so you give them stuff like, you know, keep it family friendly, be civil and respectful, no self-promotion or spam, which is ones I chose. But yeah, it's still listed as an experiment after how many years now? I don't know if everybody has it yet. They haven't announced anything. But this is like an example of something that could linger for a long time as an experiment. I've had it for like a number of years. I don't know if it's because they've just forgotten to take the experiment tag off. I don't know if everybody has it. So let me know if you've got it or not. So that'll be in your settings, community, and you should have a tab called channel guidelines. If you don't have that channel guidelines tab, it means you don't have it. But that's a little sort of a strange one. That's lingered a long time as an example. All right, let's jump back into the chat. Ollie Smith is in the house. Welcome to the stream. We've also got Us Plus Dad. Welcome. And Chantel doesn't have it on the Chantel Hills channel. It is checking the Fiberific channel. Yeah, so it's one of those random things. I don't know if they've forgotten about it. I might even ask YouTube Creator Liaison about that one, because that's interesting. Okay, they wanted me to save changes and I didn't change anything. That's really weird. So yeah, as I say, couple of announcements this week. We'll dive into those, and then we'll come back to, you know, any questions that come into the chat along the way. No questions so far today. But let's jump into the main one first of all. So let me jump over it. I prepared a screen earlier. All right. First thing we're going to talk about this week is test and compare. Now, we know last week they started rolling it out to everyone, you know, outside of the people who are in the experiment. But we got this message, I think, in the last 24 hours or so, or maybe 2 days ago at the most. The day we've been waiting for is here. Thumbnail Test and Compare is fully rolled out to all creators with access to advanced features. So if you're eligible, I mean, all the eligibility criteria, which is advanced features, not a made for kids channel, don't have any, some sort of restriction, I believe was the other thing. And maybe a community guidelines, sort of no strikes sort of thing. I can't remember exactly on that last one. But yeah, apparently everybody should have it now. So that's another thing to check for if you haven't checked already. Now, I think last week I showed you how to check for that real quickly. And it is going to be part of the video that I release. The checking for that, and then how to use it, best practices, all that good stuff. So there was that announcement a couple of days ago as a follow-up and an update. And what was the other one? Now today, on Friday US time, or it was like early this morning my time, Renee Ritchie, the creative liaison, actually put out a tweet regarding a feature called Corrections, which we talked about on the show a few weeks ago as sort of like a feature that they rolled out a couple of years ago. They didn't really release any documentation on it, and it was totally forgotten by the creative community at large until Andrew Can mentioned it in a tweet the other week. We started having some discussions. Andrew released a video on it, and now today Renee's dropping that. And to read the responses, big name YouTubers didn't even know about this feature. MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee, tweeted that he wasn't aware of it. I saw Snazzy Labs, another tech YouTuber, he didn't know about it. A lot of people I follow are in the tech space, so they're going, oh, I didn't know about that. Epos a whole bunch of big, well-known creators, and someone like Epos Addy or Adam over there, no, I don't think so. I think it's Andrew, not whatever his name is. He used to work for an MC, and he used to like train people on all things YouTube and is very knowledgeable around YouTube things. He didn't know about it. I didn't know about it until Andrew Can reminded us all a few weeks ago. So it is good that Renee has mentioned this. This is awesome. And people are like, tell me more, tell me how. So if you want to know how and don't know anything about it, Andrew Can released a video. I think we dropped it in the chat a few weeks ago. If Chantel has that link handy, she can drop that in the chat if she has it handy, of course. If you want to know about the corrections tab, and if just to recap, anybody that wasn't here a few weeks ago when we talked about it, the corrections is a feature where you'll get a little card pop up. You know, when the card pops up in the top right hand side there, it will you can put in a timestamp in your description by setting up in a certain way, which is what the video will go into how to do that exactly. Even this tweet tells you how to do it. It basically, you can put in the correction. It could be like correcting like information that was incorrect in the video or something that's changed since the video is released. Anything to do with that. So you think of it like a bit of like an annotation that doesn't go on the screen, but you get the pop-up. People can click on the pop-up and it pops down and shows you a little nice part underneath the description that says, at this timestamp, this is the correction. Whatever the correction might be. So it's like it features it, makes it clear, makes it easy for people to find, pops it up on the screen that people need to click it to go read it. It's a really good feature. It's a really like unknown feature to most creators, and so I've applied it to some of my content where YouTube were calling the remix tool. They used to call it short sampling in some places. In some places they called it the create button, and then they renamed it the remix button. So on some of my older videos where I had the old version of the button or the old version of that content, I was dropping corrections in on some of those videos the other week. And so now they'll show up on those particular videos when people watch them, and they'll understand that when I'm talking about short sampling or talking about the create button underneath the video, it's talking about the remix button. So some interesting things to learn there. We're going to go through a couple of other ones in a minute, but I want to jump back to the chat and see what everyone has to say so far. Fiberific has it. Maybe you have to have it. Yeah, maybe you've got to be in YPP to have it. There's no stipulation right now that I've seen from YouTube, but maybe it's hidden in some of the documentation somewhere. Monique says she doesn't have it on any of the channels. Yeah, it's pretty random. That whole experiment thing, I don't know why it's taking so long. It is channel in good standing, 90 days. Okay, that's talking about. Oh, we're talking about. Are we talking about test and compare or the chat guidelines experiment? Maybe I'm getting confused. Good standing 90 days. That was to do test and compare. I've tested and compare on both here. I need to check my other channels. I know I got it on my main channel, this channel here. So, Home Rapid Repair in the house. Has it on the channel? Excellent. I would expect so. Was on either channels yesterday and uploaded videos. Just checked again now. It's on both channels. Snuck in, definitely. Chatty Cathy in the house, welcome. I know yesterday or the day before I had the feature, yeah. So they rolled it out in just over a week, which is pretty good. Now, the video about corrections from Andrew Can, Chantel's dropped that in the chat, so you can go check that out. It's a pretty cool feature, in my opinion. Chatty Cathy says, I find a lot of big channels don't know as much as smaller channels because the big channels started a while ago. They stopped trying to learn or keep learning. That is true in some cases, absolutely. There are some channels that keep abreast of it, or if they get larger and they're a team, they'll probably have like a couple of people who sort of keep more up to date on YouTube features, whereas everybody else is focusing on the creation process. So, you know, that could be a thing. That's fair. Tip for cruisers in house as well. I have had the test and compare. I also have test and compare. I only have 126 subs. Yeah. So as long as you've got advanced features, which between January and now would have been fairly easy to accrue, the channel history for that. Yeah, it's a feature for everyone to use. What is the name of the service you're using for the comments? The comments, I am using a service called Social Stream Ninja, or just Social Stream for short. I've got the Mac app version of it. There's a Chrome sort of extension version of it, and there's a Windows version. The app versions for both Windows and Mac are beta products still, but you can also just run it in your Chrome browser, and it's a little clunky in places, but I'm finding the app's easier to use than the Chrome browser, because I was testing it in the Chrome browser like a month or two back with some other things I was doing. I like to check out tools and stuff. So Social Stream Ninja. Now the icon for it.
Let's put Doug on hold for a minute. But if you want to continue watching Doug, please let me know in the chat. Not enough response in the chat at the moment. I was waiting for Christopher to come online so we can actually find out what the problem is. So he's doing something wrong. So the idea was he was trying to put Google Chrome and signing in on his new laptop. He keeps saying he can't find the Gmail account. So the problem is, I actually physically wrote his Gmail account in a little book, and underneath I actually said, this is the password. So I've got access to his account. Someone's sending me a message. So how do you use Restream? Web-based, my friend. Web-based. So you type in Restream dot IO. So if you've got Google, type in just a second. Let me see. Click on So basically, how do you use the Restream? So best thing to do is to actually find Restream in Google, and it will take you to a studio page. So you've got an idea of, you can create your own studio, or you can use a program called OBS. So when I use Restream IO, I actually physically use OBS Studio via Restream. So Restream is in the corner there. So what I'm going to do is I was waiting for a notification from my friend Christopher, who's naturally not actually sent me a private message to say I want to come live. So what I'm going to do is, if you've got any more comments, the one who actually sent me the how do I use Restream, the other alternative is if you actually physically go into, hang on, let me see. If you're still in the chat, I will actually physically type in, avoid, let's take Doug off. How do I use Restream? How do I use Restream? So, how to get started on Restream. Right. If I click on share screen, and if you're still there, I'll click on this, and I will play the first video.
Welcome to Restream. This is your #1 guide to show you everything you need to know right now to get started with Restream. So, let's get right into it. Let's start by heading over to Restream.io and creating our free account. Our main dashboard here is split into 2 sections. You have your quick list of all your scheduled events here on the right, and on the left you have some quick options to get you started. The first 2 options are your instant streaming options. These options allow you to go live directly from Restream Studio or your encoders such as OBS Studio or vMix. Stream a video file and schedule an event both allow you to schedule your events. The first option enables you to schedule a pre-recorded video to go live. The second option allows you to create an event for your stream. And of course, the final option here is our record-only mode, which takes you to Restream Studio, turning it into a powerful video recorder. Now that you have the gist of what's happening here, let's jump straight into adding our channels. From here, you can add any of over 30 destinations to your stream. To add a channel, select the destination you want and then follow the prompts on screen. If you're looking for some of our most popular destinations, check out the playlist linked in the card above. Now that you've got your channels added, it's time to give your audience the heads up that you're planning to go live. Scheduling events is a surefire way to increase viewership and engagement during your live streams. Luckily, Restream supports creating events on multiple platforms at once. To access that, click Schedule Event from our main dashboard page. Now, here's where you can choose how you want to stream to this event. Restream Studio allows you to use our very own streaming studio, built to simplify your streaming life. Find out more about Restream Studio by clicking the card above now. The second option gives you an RTMP URL, so you can stream to this event from your encoders such as OBS Studio, Zoom, or vMix, and others. The final option gives you the ability to schedule a video you can upload to Restream, or you can select from a previous live stream you've already done. Once you've selected how you'll stream, you can continue to fill out the details of your event. On this screen, you can select which channels you want this event to be created on, and then you can go ahead and click Create Event. If you want to boost the popularity of your event, then it may be time to pair with one of your friends or brand partners to stream on their channels. Check out the card above now for a tutorial on how to pair your next event. Now that our event is created, it's time to go live. If you're looking to go live with Restream Studio, you can quickly enter Restream Studio by choosing Enter Studio from the event card. For a deep dive in our studio, check out the card above. However, if you choose to go live from your encoder, the process is only slightly different. To get started, click RTMP Settings from the event card. Now, you'll want to copy and paste these credentials into your broadcasting software such as OBS Studio or vMix. Once you go live, Restream will automatically start broadcasting your stream out to all of the channels you connected to your event. We'll also begin collecting all of your audience chat messages for you. If you're using Restream Studio, you'll find these messages under the Chat tab. You can also overlay the chat directly onto your stream or highlight individual messages instantly. For those streaming from an encoder, you can access our chat at chat.restream.io. If you're on the standard plan or above, then that means you have access to our video storage option. Once you're finished with your first stream, you'll be able to navigate into your video storage and see your previous streams. You can then download the entire video or just the audio. For those of you streaming with Restream Studio, you have the added benefit of split audio tracks. That means you get separate audio tracks for each guest and source you had in your stream, enabling podcasters the perfect balance between particularly talkative sections of your live shows. You can also quickly schedule your past live streams for audiences in a different time zone. And last but not least, we have Restream Analytics, providing you with a detailed look at your streaming performance from peak times to average viewers and everything in between. We'll also email you instantly after your streams to let you know how things went and giving you access to your instant streaming report. These can be invaluable in your streaming career's early and late stages to evaluate what's working well and what isn't. And that's it. You've got everything you need to know to get started on your restreaming journey. So why not get started now by clicking the link pinned in the comment section below for an exclusive deal for our YouTube subscribers. And if you like this video, make sure to slap that like button and hit subscribe. As always, I've been Randy from Restream, and have yourself a fantastic stream.
I hope that helps my friend who's asking the question about Restream. There's also other videos which are able to help you find the best live streaming experience. So if you're still available, I'll click on the latest which I have discovered. I'm not too sure. I forgot his name. Hang on. There's another one. Mike. Is it Mike? Michael? No, hang on. Let me just bear with me, ladies and gents. This is live and it's not uncut. I need to find my subscribers. Let me find the right one. My friend's just done a video. I forgot his name. I have to go through all my subscribers to find this particular one. He was explaining there is other mobile web-based live streaming experiences. So you've heard of StreamYard. Who else is there? Hang on. I had a guy who was explaining there was 3 new options. 2 that you already know, and then there's another one available, but I forgot his actual name. I was watching his stream the other day. So what I'm going to do is thank you very, very, very much for tuning in. And if you want to continue chatting, by all means. So I just popped in to introduce you to a guy called Christopher. He's on YouTube at Cody73. I introduced him to the world of live streaming. So the problem is he's only got 2 subscribers. And he wants to create, makes me laugh, his own radio station. So I said to him, what you need to do is communicate with your audience, and if you don't talk, you lose your audience. So he's only got 2 subscribers. So I think I can actually show you his channel. I don't think he'll mind. So if I type in Google, YouTube, Cody73. So then I can actually click on this, share the screen, and it will also show mine at the same time. There you go. If I maximize that, there you go. There's Christopher, and then underneath him is mine. So I'm promoting his channel on my channel. So if you tag people, you're able to tag people who you consider needing help for live streaming. So I actually introduced Christopher to an app that you're able to download, and I think I'll be able to type it in here. Try and type it correctly. Prism Live Studio. This is the guy who introduces it. So all being well, it'll load up and play it.
Hello my YouTube friends, this is a video I never thought I would actually be doing. People have been asking me about Prism Live Studio for a while now, and my thought was, I don't want to do another video about another OBS wannabe that's just not up to snuff. I mean, that's my honest thought. Now, having tried it, I feel like a complete idiot. I couldn't have been more wrong about Prism Live Studio. It has nearly all the OBS features we've come to expect, and then there are the little things that Prism Live Studio does even better, and it just blew my mind. You guys are absolutely gonna love it, and it's a godsend for new live streamers. So you know what? Let's get to it! Likes and comments are super easy things that you can do to help push this video to a wider audience. So take a second down below and let me know how I'm doing. And if you're not subscribed while you're down there, please do. It really does help me continue to make content that helps you. So thanks. So I'll bet you're wondering, what exactly made me try Prism Live Studio? Well, it's kind of funny that you should ask. Prism approached me and asked me if I wanted to do a sponsored video where I reviewed it honestly. I said sure, I'll check it out. I mean, there's nothing like a bit of cash to change your mind, right? Now, once I tried it out, I decided, I'm not gonna do a review of Prism Live Studio. Shh, just don't tell them that. You see, there's no point in a review of this amazing software. It's free for you to try out yourself anyways, so you don't have anything to lose. I thought it was so easy to use and had so many awesome features. The best thing to do was to show you guys how to use it to build an amazing live stream easy. I mean, that is what I'm good at, so I may as well play to my strengths, right? So today I'm gonna show you the basics first, and then I'm gonna show you how to put together a really simple game stream that you can create all in Prism Live Studio, totally free. And I'm just telling you now, guys, you are not going to believe all the cool, unique features that you get with Prism Live Studio. I was completely shocked. As always, there's a link in the description so you can download it and follow along. That is the best way to learn. So without holding you up any longer, let's install Prism Studio. Here we are on the Prism Live Studio landing page. So what we're gonna do is just click on the download now button and it's going to download. You can see it in the lower left-hand corner. And you can just flip over to your downloads and double click it. And that brings up this install page right here. And we can look and see there are a bunch of different languages that we can install this in if we like. We're just gonna go ahead and click the install button and the install goes very quickly, finishes up, and you can just click start. And it does a little bit more loading and installing. And after a few moments, we come up to this page and we are fully installed and ready to go. And this is the first thing you're going to see after the install, a bunch of different ways that you can log into Prism Live Studio. What I'm going to do is go ahead and select Google. It takes you here, you just log into your account and boom, you are finished. So this is the main Prism window. We have our channel over here on the top left. If we click these little three dots here, we can refresh or add channels. Yes, you can multi-stream directly from Prism Live Studio. So you can add another source and just select it over here on the right if you like. Up here we have the hamburger menu and it has a bunch of stuff in it. If we go down to settings, we can change our settings. We have the help menu, which has all kinds of information about Prism Studio, or if you want to go to the FAQ or the blog or contact them. Any kind of help information that you could possibly want about Prism, you can find right here in the help window. Below that, we have scene collection. For those familiar with OBS, it's basically the same. You can have a bunch of different scene collections, so you can do a lot of different live streams. Maybe you have a gaming stream, maybe you have an entertainment stream, and maybe you have other live streams that you do. You can save the scene collections for each one of those live streams completely separately. It's awesome. Below that we have edit source. We don't have any sources in here, so that's not populated. Below that we do have a view, and there are things that you can do like select the full screen interface and other things like show chat. Prism Chat can do a lot of really neat things, including enable you to be able to chat directly with people on your network if you have a local producer. Next we have the profile button, which is really a profile collection just like you get in OBS. So you can save your settings individually for the different live streams that you do. So if you want to stream to different locations, you can have different profiles to stream to each location and save them right here. It's really cool stuff. Below that we have tools. It has a deck link output. It automatically has the automatic scene switcher loaded right in here so that you can use that. It has an output timer and you can also add scripts. There is a virtual camera right here, and then we have the Prism Lab new items, and this is some cool stuff. If we click here, you can see that it has an application audio output, which is a plugin in OBS that is directly in here. All you have to do is enable it. It downloads something and sets it up so you can individually set up your audio sources. Very, very cool. It has a remote message feature, which is what I was talking about before, where you can set it up so that you can directly interact with people on your network who may be doing producing for your stream. And it has a cool beauty effect piece as well that you can enable that will allow you to modify the look that you get from your camera. I haven't really messed around with this stuff, but I do have to leave something for you guys to check out and play with when you download the software. So in the interface, you can grab any of these items and move it anywhere you want and dock it just the same as you can in OBS. Down here in the bottom left hand corner, if we click this little gear button, it will bring up our settings window.
Very long-winded. They do have an app. They do have an app for iPhone. They have an app. Prism. I've got two iPhones, so I actually physically have two. Yeah. Prism Live Stream, the app. It is very, 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 very cool. And what you can do with this is, if you're actually live streaming from YouTube and have the app on your mobile, you can actually physically stream to one account twice. Tap link. You can talk in my live. So are you setting up a live? If you're able to set up a live, or you might be able to join me. So that's it. That's the plan. What else I can show you? The guy who actually reviewed this has also got. Just give me a second. Let me just click on his profile. Right, close that, and let me. So I can't decide at the moment, my friend, because I'm overdue. Because I'm actually going to I'm actually in work in the morning at 3 o'clock. So I'm just slightly over my bedtime. So if you're able to send me a message again when I'm actually live, I might be able to do something for you. So yeah. So you can send me. You can send me your live link, and then. So if you've got the best thing to do, if you've got Restream yourself, you can send. You'd probably be able to invite me to your Restream. Send me a private link. I'm not too sure how to do it. So if you're able to connect up with me at some point this week, I'll give you some information. So what I'm going to do is share the screen again, and this is the guy who reviews like Restream, and so basically what I can do is click on his last video. Let me see. Find his last video. Think. So that's his. Yeah, there we go. Alternatives to OBS. This is a good watch. This, if you're able to watch this. Bear with me. Let it load up.
Hello, my YouTube friends! There is a lot of content out there on OBS for live streaming. So much, in fact, that you might think it's the only game in town, especially if you want something free. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. There are some great alternatives to OBS out there that are also totally free.
That doesn't seem to be working.
something free. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not. There are some great alternatives to OBS out there that are also totally free. I'm going to show you the top 5 today, so you know what? Let's get to it! There's no specific order to this group, mainly because I don't personally think any one of them is better than the other. In fact, I think they all have their own merits to the right streamer. It just depends on what you're trying to do with your live stream. So first, let's talk about Prism Live Studio. There is a link in the description for all of these so you can download them and check them out for yourself. Let's dive in. Here we are in Prism Live Studio. For anyone who's familiar with OBS, this looks pretty similar, just maybe a little prettier. Up here in the top left, you have all the menu items that you would normally find. So scene collection, docs, view, profile, collection, all that sort of stuff. You've got some tools here. Down here, you've got your scenes. And I have 2 loaded in here, so you can see we've got a desktop capture and my camera, and then this one. The nice thing is you can use plugins, so I can actually add the Move plugin and use it. So it will actually load in OBS plugins. So there we go. We can see how that works in Prism Live Studio. And that extends to all the things like docs. So I can put in my downstream key here and we can dock it over here. So a lot of the things that you find in OBS you can use in Prism Live Studio, which is pretty cool, but then it has all kinds of extra additional features on top. You got your sources here and your audio mixer. They basically combine your transitions into this little button right here, and your settings and stuff are over here. So you want to get settings, you just click that. Over here on the right we can add chat, boom, and we can dock that as well. Prism Lens, which is very, very cool. We have the virtual camera, scene templates, which is kind of nice. They're easy to put in here. This is a feature that allows you to draw on the screen and remove. You've got this one right here, which is Prism stickers, and they just, when you select them, they go right on the screen. Puts them right in here. Adds them really easy, very cool. And then this is very similar. These are stickers, they work the same way. They just add right into your system. You can put them in and take them out just like that. You can add music to your live stream, create a collection, all that sort of stuff, or add a source. And then right here you can add a remote control which uses Prism Mobile and allows you to control your live stream. But it has even more than that. If we click the plus, you're going to see over here we've got video capture and all of the same stuff that you are used to in OBS over here on the left, including any plugins that I may have installed like Source Clone and things like that. Over here on the right we have Prism only things like the Prism Lens, which is a separate feature that you can actually use in OBS or any other application that will allow you to remove your background from your camera and things like that really easily. You can have up to 3 different lenses in there using the exact same camera, so you can add 3 different backgrounds or effects or anything like that. It's very cool. Prism Mobile allows you to add your cell phone camera directly into OBS, uses aspects of Prism Lens as well. It has incredible text templates which allow you to do animated text like lower thirds, things like that. Prism Chat, of course, will allow you to add chat in there so that you can see it. And then you've got cool things like viewer count widget, the audio visualizer, background templates, and a clock widget, which make it really easy to add things like a countdown timer to the beginning of your stream and stuff like that. And all that stuff is built in absolutely free in Prism. Prism also will allow you to go ahead and just connect up here with your favorite platforms. And then when you hit go live, you could just start live streaming. It will even allow you to configure up and schedule live streams for the future. So those are the kind of things that you can use with Prism Live Studio. And it is a great alternative to OBS. And the best part is that it has awesome built-in features, but can also add the awesome features of plugins from your OBS studio right in here. So pretty much anything that you could ever want to use is available right here in Prism Live Studio. Now let me show you the most unique streaming platform on this list, Polypop. This is Polypop Studio. It is absolutely 100% unique. You have the hamburger menu over here, which allows you to set different things up. It has its own plugin setup, which I think is really cool. 3D, 2D, alerts, all kinds of different plugins that you can add in here. Different presets and sources and themes and utilities. It also has something called starting points, which is a little different than what you would find in a lot of other places. So it shows you the recent sessions that were set up. You can go here to basic and just set up basic live streams. You can also go through the in-app tutorials, which are going to show you how to actually use all of the systems that are in Polypop. So I think that's super cool. This is the basics that you're going to get when you start it up. So you can add scenes up here and they will just kind of collect up here at the top. It automatically adds microphone and desktop audio when you do this. So you can right click on this and change it, remove it. When you select this, it shows you right down here what exactly is in there. So I can go ahead and pick the microphones that I want to use. So I could go and select the proper mic right here, and I can select my desktop audio as well, which would be my headphones. So now we've automatically got these set up so they will add in, and we're done. So now we have microphone and audio. You can see your output mix down here shows you these particular audio sources that are combined. We could click the plus and come in here. And so we've got all this 2D and 3D stuff. We can add a 2D capture or 2D webcam. So a 2D capture would be something like another desktop or something like that. 2D webcam would just be your camera. So we go ahead and add that, and I can...
Christopher!
Justin,
What you doing?
trying to sync my phone to my computer.
Right. Let me get your you're in the bottom of your screen here. Hang on, let me do this. Let me switch you over. I'm watching a video. I've got 7 viewers. So you're being entertained now. You're live.
Yeah.
On my channel. So let me just get you maximized. Hello, Uncle Christopher. What is your problem?
Well, like you already know, Justin, I can't get into my Gmail account because my computer can't find it, and it won't let me enter the password that you created for my Gmail account.
Yeah, so you've actually physically typed it in wrong.
Right.
Have you got the piece of paper with you?
Yeah.
Do not show it to the audience.
Yeah.
So I know it's Christopher. Is it Chris? And then your surname.
Yeah.
Does it start with capitals?
No.
Right. Let me find it. I've got a I think I took a photo of it. I can't remember doing it. Say hello to everybody, Christopher.
Hello.
Yeah. Everybody says hi. I'm trying to find out if I can get the chat up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Restream. Right. Gmail. Right. The email address.
Yeah.
Above the password.
Yeah.
Type it in as you see it.
Okay. No.
that down for now. Okay, Google Chrome.
Does it say sign in?
Yeah.
Right. Sign in with that email address.
Okay.
I was just about to go to bed.
Yeah.
I seen Christopher in the yeah. What time in that?
Yeah. Yeah. Got me Gmail one up, and now when I click next, it says couldn't find your Google account.
Are you able to show me what you've typed in? Can you show me what you've typed in on the screen?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see the screen. No. Turn your camera round.
Yeah.
You're no. Turn the camera round. The camera that is facing you. Turn it round. Yeah, let me show you. Where am I? Can you see me now? Yeah. Right.
Right.
Right. Let me just do this.
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Yeah.
Right. Turn it round like that. Are you able to monitor what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Are you able to see what your can you when you're turning it round like that?
Yeah.
Are you able to see what the camera's seeing?
Yeah.
Right. Do it.
Okay.
Right. What you need to do. Turn it round so it's. Have you got another monitor? You're making it very difficult.
Yeah. My other phone needs charging.
Charging up. What have I told you about? You charging phones up.
Yeah.
Right, let me do this. Right, oh yeah, there's 3. Don't want 3. I want to get rid of that. Right.
Just.
Right. Right. With your mobile phone.
Yeah.
With your mobile phone. Look at what I'm broadcasting.
Yeah.
With your mobile phone, click on the live that you are now seeing.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, this, Christopher. You make it difficult. Right.
Yeah, so that's the email address that it doesn't like.
What it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm linked to your account on my computer.
Yeah.
There is a software that you could probably download where I access your desktop.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. I think it's remote access. Hang on. Remote access to other PCs. Stop people accessing your computer. There is a program that you can download onto your PC.
Yeah.
Where I can get access to your computer.
Yeah.
If you understand that.
Yeah, I think it's
Right. Is the email address? Have you typed it in on the computer that you're looking at?
Yeah, gmail.com.
Have you written it out the way I've written it out on the piece of paper? We must be doing something wrong. Have I spelt Christopher wrong or your surname?
No.
Right. Are you able to type in your email address in Facebook and send it to me?
Yeah.
Right. You type in your email address that works on your mobile.
Yeah.
Type it in Facebook and send it to me as a message.
Yeah, so shall I do it through Facebook or through Messenger?
So what you're doing now is you're using your mobile phone.
Yeah.
Going onto Facebook, type in your email address on Facebook, send it to me.
Yeah.
As a message. I don't think
that's Facebook Messenger, isn't it?
Yeah, you just type in your email address, send it to me as a message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you do that now while I'm waiting. I don't have your email address, do I?
No, only me Gmail or what?
Hang on, let me see. Let me have a look. I think I've got your email address.
Yeah.
Christopher. I've got it. Do you use the same email address for Facebook?
Yeah, I use me MSN one for Facebook.
All right, yeah. So, yeah. I don't think. Are you able to send me it? Is your phone that you are now got your hands on?
Yeah.
Do you know my email address?
Vaguely.
Right. If I send you have you got a prompt to say private chat hello? I've just sent you a private chat. Does it come up on your screen now on your mobile?
I'm just checking.
I sent you a message on private chat hello via Restream. I'm wondering if you've got it or not.
Don't think yeah.
Right, no props. We'll do the. So you've got Gmail on your mobile.
Yeah.
Right. Go into Gmail on your mobile.
Yeah.
I might be able to still see. I don't know if I might be able to see you. Are you able to still hear me?
Yeah.
Right. go to Gmail.
Yeah. I've got me Gmail messages.
Yeah. So create a new message.
Yeah.
Put in subject. So you got a blank screen to say put email address in.
Yeah.
Right. Type
Compose email address.
Right. Type in. So you're creating a new email.
Yeah.
Type in Matt MATT
Yeah.
number 6
Yeah.
V for Victor
Yeah.
25
Yeah.
at hotmail.com. I've just broadcast my email address to everybody on this stream now.
Yeah.
So then send it.
Yeah.
I should receive it then, and
Okay.
I'll yeah. So let me know when you've sent it. I'll give you a notification. All these people sending me an email now. Have you sent it yet?
Yeah.
Right, I should get a notification then.
Yeah, that's me email address that I use for Facebook.
No, I want your email address for YouTube. Did you, when you sent me that email address,
Yeah.
is it the MSN email?
Yeah.
Or because what it was, I want you to send me an email via your Gmail account.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see me, can you? Can you see me on the screen?
Yeah.
Right. I want you. You see that one there? That one. The one next to the next one to YouTube there.
Yeah.
That's Hotmail one, right?
Right.
You see that then? I want you to find the one next to Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I want you to send me an email via that one.
Okay.
That's your YouTube email address.
Yeah.
So I want you to send me an email from Gmail.
Okay.
I've not received that other email you sent me yet. It might be in junk. Yeah, I've got the one, the other one. Oh yeah, it's the right one. Right.
Yeah.
The one. Come back to me, Christopher.
Yeah.
Right. The one you sent me.
Yeah.
The one that you need. So you sent me that one.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
I'm broadcasting your email address to the world now. I want you. Hang on. Let me just do a screenshot. Let's make it interesting. Let's make it very interesting. Right, let me just do that. Save. We're having fun, Christopher.
Yeah.
This is what we should have done last night. But you didn't have your other phone charged up, did you?
No.
Naughty boy. Right, let me find me. Can't find me. Oh my days. Can't find me pictures now. Pictures. Camera. Type in camera, Justin. Calendar. Don't want calendar. Camera. Right. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Does that correspond to what you see on your PC?
Yeah. The bottom one does.
Yeah. And then you've got 6. Look at your monitor.
Yeah.
6, 3, 8 at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Is that right now? Is that on there now?
Yeah.
So then the password underneath should work.
Yeah. When I click next, it says the 638 at gmail.com couldn't be found.
That's weird. Because I can actually log into your account on my mobile, on my computer.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't.
No.
The other option is you make a plan of when you're free. When you're free,
Yeah.
for me to come round to your house.
Yeah.
And I want to see what you're doing.
Yeah.
So make an arrangement this week for me to come round.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me know when you're available.
Yeah.
So the best one to do
Yeah.
for you and for me is when you're in town,
Yeah.
we walk from town to your house.
Okay.
And don't bring your sink.
Yeah.
You know, like what you had this morning?
Yeah.
All you had was your phone and your bag.
Yeah.
So next time you're in town, make sure you've only got your bag and your phone.
Yeah.
And then we can make an arrangement to go to your house and I'll find out what you're doing wrong.
Okay.
You must be doing something wrong.
Yeah, because put my Gmail email address in.
Yeah,
correctly.
the one you sent an email me to.
Yeah.
Right.
And the password was a bit wonky.
The password was a bit wonky.
Yeah.
So I don't want. So basically, you've got the email address on your computer now.
Yeah. And it says, couldn't find your Google account.
Was this
Forget email or create a new account.
So when you typed in that email address,
Yeah.
it's all lowercase.
Yeah.
It's all lowercase. So
Yeah.
what? So your problem was when you typed in next,
Yeah.
the email address couldn't be found.
No.
Right. So what I'm going to do
Yeah.
is end this transmission, this live stream. I'm going to sign in on my computer
Okay.
as you, and then what I'm going to do is sign out,
Yeah.
and then it will, if I sign back in, it should send a notification
Yeah.
to your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I set it up at Costa with my laptop,
Yeah.
I got my computer to send a link to your phone.
Yeah.
So like saying, was this you? Yes or no? As soon as you get that notification saying yes or no, let me know.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is going to shut down this live stream.
Yeah.
I'm going to log out and then log in as you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to log out of your account and see if I can log back in.
Okay.
Right. And if you don't hear from me, I'll see you Monday.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Christopher.
Okay.
And yeah, say hello. Bye bye.
Bye.
I'm gonna go back to bed now and kip. Right. We've got eight people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's sending me an email now.
Yeah.
Right, kid. I'll catch you later, alligator.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. See you later.
Yes.
Thank you, Christopher. Live from his house, having problems with his Google account. So, anyway, bless you guys. See you later, alligators. And thanks for tuning in. And hopefully, you have learned a lot. And don't forget, if you're creating an email address and a password, do write them down.